to Indiana in the Morning on WCCS. Lisa Spencer with Indiana County's Department of Human Services is on the line with us this morning. Our visit presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. When we have big announcements like that, Lisa, and we think about human services that are offered here in Indiana County and the financial pressures of rural counties such as ours, when you have a big economic driver such as that happening, that has to feel good for everybody from the county level to the local level, school districts, all of those different folks, because it means a little bit firmer footing and hopefully a lot firmer footing for all of them in terms of tax revenues and the ability to support all of the services that you offer. That has to be good news for you.
Yeah, first of all, good morning. But yes, I heard this morning that was a huge announcement. And I listened to Senator Pittman, his interview with you this morning. I'm just so excited about the generation of the jobs. I mean, these should be good-paying jobs coming back into the area. It's an exciting time to see like what's going to happen out there in Homer City, but I didn't realize until this morning that this would be the largest natural gas power generating station in America. Yeah. So that's incredible.
And in fact, they talked about all of the AI data centers that they're going to be creating here on the eastern coast of the United States. They talked about the fact that, the Washington, D.C. area will be receiving power from all of this. But now we learn that many of these AI companies are actually going to be here in Indiana County on that site so they can get their power directly from it. So data storage is going to be a huge thing, and we're going to be right there in the center of it all. So that's really good news for Indiana County and for anybody who relies upon public funding for what it is that they're able to do. You certainly do with the Department of Human Services, whether it comes from the state or whatever sources you find for revenue for some of the programs that you'd like to offer for folks and in the human services business world. So that's good news for all of us. You've got things going on right now, and I know that you're very excited about what's coming up this summer with Nature Palooza. But there's things that we might consider to be small things, but when in terms of a child and what they're able to do in the summer and getting out on a bicycle, you want everyone to be safe. There's a bike safety event coming up, right?
Yes. So first of all, the bike rodeo is actually coming up on May 17th. And this is going to be out at the Career Link building. We'll have everybody park out front and we're asking people to bring their bikes in for their children, since there is going to be a station for bike safety and proper helmet fitting. So if you bring your own bike, you'll get a good mechanic checkout of the bike. That's great. It's going to occur from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you certainly don't have to stay for 4 hours, but you can come anytime during that interval and come out. Like I said, we have some bike stations. We're going to have some safety vendors out there. Kona Ice will be on site, and Hot Dog John will be there. So we'll have the children learn about the rules of the road, learn about traffic signals, and there'll be some cones and some little obstacle courses to drive through. Usually the sheriff is conducting most of those, but we'll have the cadets from the IUP Police Academy on as well. And then they'll go for a short guided ride around the parking lot, since we're going to keep those empty in the back. So we have some really good community partners that have worked really hard to get this together. The IUP Institute for Rural Health and Safety over at IUP, and as I mentioned, also the cadets are coming too. The Indiana Borough Police, the Pennsylvania State Police, the Indiana County Sheriff's Office, the Indiana County Office of Planning and Development, Citizens Ambulance, and PA Walkworks. And we've also received funding for this event from Remake Learning and the Indiana County Endowment. And we always want to thank Aetna as our overall large sponsor for the year. They were able to graciously donate $5,000 to the Children's Advisory Commission to help us with all of these events. So we're so appreciative. But May is Bike Safety Month, And this is a really important thing, especially to make sure that your children are wearing their helmets at all ages. If you fall and hit your head, we do not want to see traumatic brain injuries. Mm-hmm. We don't want to have any issues, but a helmet really is the key.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and we see that as we get into the bicycling season, the running around playground type of season, we get toward the summer, and kids will have a little bit more freedom out there. We want everybody to be safe. So this is a really important event. Do people have to sign up ahead of time, or can they just come?
They can just come, and it should be, we're trying to grow this out a little bit, so hopefully we included a little bit more to this. Last year, unfortunately, we had great participation from all of the planners of the committee, but it was just such a rainy, cold, wet day, so that really impacted last year. They still had probably less than 10 kids show up just because of the weather, but they still were able to have a good time, and they were able to learn a lot with this. So this one, it's tough because you have to, we pretty much do it outside, but this is, we're hoping that we're going to move forward with May 17th. If there's a rain delay, then or a rain reschedule date, I would just say look for it on the Facebook page of the Children's Advisory Commission Facebook page and their website, and they'll have more information.
Yeah. So that is coming up, and of course you're looking forward to the big event coming in June, Nature Palooza.
This is actually my favorite event always of the year. I love Blue Spruce Park. It's out there from 10 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the first Saturday in June always, so it's easy to remember. It's a great way to kind of get the kids excited about getting out of school, having some summer fun. I know that we have an amazing Children's Advisory Commission coordinator at this time. Her name's Jen Villa, and she has secured a couple of shows from a person who does a Birds of Prey exhibit. So that should be very, very interesting. I mean, I wish I would like to go to that. And so we're expanding this out a little bit too, to include some of the things we had in the past, like the Conservation District and the Yellow. Well, we always have the Yellow Creek folks there, but we're trying to expand it out to show everybody what kind of jobs could be available in the outdoors. So we thought that was kind of a neat little twist on it this year.
Yeah, that sounds very, very interesting. And when you're able to show kids things like that and open up the possibilities for them, that could start a kid off on a whole new quest in life like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's just such a fun day. I mean, we'll always have our usual events there. We'll have the airplanes out there. We'll usually the Indiana Free Library usually does the kites. We'll have tons of tables and stations, and we've gotten a couple of different new interests in tables this year. So that's been a nice revelation for us as well, for the different community organizations to say, hey, we'd like to come and have a table. What can we do about that? So it's free to have a table out here at this event. So if somebody is interested, they just need to contact Jen Villa. But it needs to apply to like something to do with the outdoors. Yeah.
This is our outdoor event, and really the key is to get families just to spend time together in nature, having fun, get away from your cell phones, your tablets, your computers, unplug, and come out for a really fun day.
Yeah, I think one of the interesting things about events such as that, and any child center event, is that as kids grow up, parents tend to drift away from events such as this. And this being a family event, family, there's a lot of definitions. So even if your kids are grown up and out of the house, it's a family event, so anybody can come and gather together as a family, and so you have to make sure that people know about it. So that's a good idea.
Yeah, this has always steadily been such a fun event, and again, this one is rain or shine. So we've been out there when it's sprinkled on us. We've been out there in severe heat, but I just have to give a lot of credit to all the volunteers who come together and plan all of this. It really does turn into an incredible event that we're very proud of through the Children's Advisory Commission.
Yep, that's Saturday, June the 7th. All right, so those are a couple of really big things happening for Indiana County's Department of Human Services. Meanwhile, you look forward to the wrapping up of the budget season and finding out what you're getting in terms of state funding and all of that. And I know that can be a pretty stressful time for folks within the office, but you just keep plugging away with what you got, right?
You just really have to do that. You just have to, kind of keep a good attitude, do the best that you can. We assist as much as possible with the money that comes down through, and then we have to adjust. You have to adjust. I know it's a really big, really serious, committed effort by the commissioners to really hold the line on taxes and really cut down the amount of money that departments are spending, and I'm all for that. I think that is a great thing to do. I, too, don't want my taxes to go up, so if we have to tighten our belts a little bit, I think across the board, I think that's a great thing to do. So I'm happy to be part of that, and, we can do a lot of things, even without money at our place over here, and the money helps, but, assisting people, it's just you can do a lot of different things even if you don't have the funding. So We're very good at the information and referral side. So when people call in, they normally talk with Maureen over at her desk. They can call me. We usually, if they don't know where they're calling or where they get a number or what they're doing, they usually just call and give us a scenario, and we're very good at trying to direct people into the correct resources that they are needing.
There you go. That's why it's Human Services. Lisa, thanks so much for the visit this morning. I appreciate that.
All right. Have a great day. I'll talk to you next month.
All righty. There's Lisa Spencer with the Indiana County Department of Human Services.